Welcome back. Well, the city had gotten out of the glass recycling business back in the early 2000s, but it's about to jump right back into the fray.
Yeah, today we began asking questions about all of the glass beer bottles from bars, clubs, and restaurants that end up in the landfill. We knew there was no recycling program, but didn't know the city was about to start crushing glass and using it for road projects or underground utility jobs.
So here's how our Michael Gibson uncovered the city's new solid waste business plan and that it's now allowing people to drop off their glass items.
We spoke with one bar manager and then a restaurant owner about what they do with their recycles, and they say they simply throw them in the trash. That's because the city doesn't have a recycling program to take care of things like glass. Here at La Playa by the Bay, they're known for their great Mexican food and cold beer. One of the owners of the business says he wishes he could recycle the thousands of beer bottles they run through every week.
As far as recycling, there's no options for that right now, so we just throw everything away in the dumpster, and we sell tons of it.
And he told us his recycle bin is never used, even though he pays the city for the service. Now, over at Vernon's Bar, there are a lot of people enjoying a cold adult beverage. Iced down beer bottles were behind the bar, ready to be opened, drank, and then simply thrown in the trash.
Beer bottles and glassware could be recycled, but again, you know what I mean, the city doesn't offer anything like that, or we don't have anything feasible for us to use in that kind of regard, so it just doesn't happen. So again, it just all goes to landfill.
But we found out that not all of the glass is going to be going to the landfill in the future. That's because the city has plans on building a new huge solid waste office complex complete with a bottle crushing facility.
We want to put a glass crusher in. So the plan is, and that may be a couple of years down the road before we get constructed, is to be able to crush glass.
We also found out that here at the J.C. Elliott transfer station, they're now accepting glass. We found a huge container where they're holding all those items.
We accept glass now at the J.C. Elliott transfer station. Right, so, but right now we're not doing much with it. We're just waiting for that opportunity to crush it.
Richard Poss was out here at the transfer station dropping off an old air conditioning unit. We asked him what he thought about the city once again accepting glass and preparing to recycle it after it had stopped the practice back in 2005.
Actually, I actually think it's really good news because, I mean, glass is one of the most easiest thing to recycle, and so it's a lot easier than plastic.
Right now, the city's not sure if it's going to set up a new collection system to pick up glass from residents and commercial businesses. It might decide to have everyone come here to the transfer station and drop off all of their glass bottles. Michael Gibson, 3 News.
All right, Michael, thank you so much for that report.